What is up, mental patients? Tormental here, and I'm doing something special to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. Yay! I had to think for a long time. What am I going to do? I wanted to do something special for 500, for 800, for 1,000, and now I'm at 1,500, so I gotta fucking do something. So I am doing a Draw My Life. Yay, you've seen these before. People do these all the time where they tell you all about their lives, and you pretend to care. Yay! It's a happy day for everybody. Okay. I have to warn you, this will get dark. So expect that to be a road bump in our little journey of understanding and love and compassion and everything and so forth and blah blah blah. Let's get started. I was born a funny looking little kid with a caterpillar body of some sort. I was born in New York State. It's sort of southeastern New York near Long Island. But yeah, I was a happy, I guess, singing baby who lived in a sort of ramshackle house that was, I don't know, falling apart. As you can see, there's a band-aid here because it's falling apart. And yeah, it stank. It had stink lines over it at all times. And yeah, there's me with my little rattle. I lived in this house that was basically falling apart and was full of rats. Yay, rats. Hey, there we go. Nice, lovely rat. It looks sort of like a flea on a leash. But, yeah. I lived there with my mother. And let's draw her with nice glasses. And that's not a very good representation. And I lived there with my dad, who sort of, I guess, kind of looked like me a little bit, except he was bald and had big ears. And I'm not even making that up, that's true. And so, yeah, I lived there with my mom and dad in this crappy little rundown shack that had stink lines over it and rats. And yeah, basically my mom was crazy about me. Here I am down in the bottom here, looking just like my dad, except I'm a little baby, a little grub insect. My mom really was crazy about me and wanted to get me basically everything good in life. And this is a little action figure representing what's good in life. And it's apparently Balloon Boy. Oh my god, I do not want Balloon Boy. Nope. But yeah, she was, wanted to get me everything good in life and etc. and so forth. But there was a slight problem, and that slight problem was this guy right here. Big old big-eared dad. And he oh my god. He friggin' hated me. I am not even kidding. That bald bastard. But, I basically was always like, hey dad, let's do things together. Let's go to the beach together. Let's go on your boat. Because he always had a boat. He always liked to go fishing. And there I am with my little grubby little arms waving. And he was always like, dude, fuck off. I need my space. Dude, not happening. Okay, so yeah. I mean, it wasn't like the worst childhood you can think of. I mean, a lot of people have like abusive families, and I feel for people like that, and would never compare myself to anyone who had to live in an actual abusive environment. But basically, my dad liked one thing, and that was being on his boat, and I was a second thing that was over here that was not the thing he liked. So you can imagine how that was. Yeah. I guess that's my nose. It was going to be my pupil, but it's my nose. So yeah, that's basically the long and short of that whole story, my childhood. And, basically at some point when I was a teenager, and here I will be a teenager here, and I have become a beautiful butterfly with gangly legs. We moved to North Carolina when I was a teenager, and that's basically how North Carolina looks. That's the shape of North Carolina. I think there's some islands over here, and I think there's like some pig farms and things like that. But yeah, that looks like the rat from before. Dude. That's just the fucking rat. But yeah, there's pig farms and lots of woods and politicians who hate gay marriage. And that would be a rainbow flag if I had thought to select colors. But I didn't. But yeah, we moved to North Carolina because my dad was like, oh, you know what, guys? That's my dad right there. You know what, guys? North Carolina is really cool. We should all move to North Carolina. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. We'll all move to North Carolina. We'll have a nice new house that won't stink and be full of rats, and we'll all live there happily together. But guess what? Mom and I moved to North Carolina, and he fucking didn't. So that was basically that. We, let's do this again. My mom and I moved to North Carolina. I don't know why she's smiling there. That's not supposed to be a smile. And my dad was like, hey, hope that works out for you. See you later. I'm going to be on my boat. So that's about what happened there. And yeah, I mean, God, talk about shitty circumstances. Because I was like, what the fuck? And I was like maybe 14, 15, 16 at this time. And I just was essentially like, a buh. That's actually buh. But yeah, so I had no idea what the hell was going on, and that was pretty much the last I ever saw him. So yeah, that's very, very intriguing and wonderful, and you all wanted to hear about that. Cut to, I guess, oh geez, I don't know, maybe a couple of years later. This is me as a teenager again. I'm drawing myself a lot. I feel like I should draw myself one time and just have that be the end of it and erase everything else around me. There I am as the beautiful butterfly that I am, and I'm just flitting around like la 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 la. Still musical, still a musical babby. And I went to high school with this one dude who lived in my neighborhood, whose name was also Chris, and he was a bad dude. And you could tell he was a bad dude because he wore some kind of old-timey hat. I don't know. He never wore a hat like that. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, he was a bad dude, and we lived in the same neighborhood, and that was really the only reason we were friends, is because I didn't know anybody here. I had just moved to North Carolina. I was a bit of an idiot. I was just like, who the what the huh? What's going on in this North Carolina place? I don't know anybody here. Oh no. And Chris, the other Chris, I'm trying not to say his last name, was like, yeah, you know what? I think that you and I are going to get along together, Mr. fucking idiot noob. And let's give him some handlebar mustaches because he is evil. So what happened was, this is a bit of a trying experience for me. I ended up being accused of something that the other kid did because he got caught doing something and said, oh no, no, officers, you have it all wrong. You see this guy here? This other guy in the neighborhood? It was him. And I was like, but wait, I'm a beautiful butterfly. I could never possibly do anything wrong. What's the matter, officer? And I guess I will draw a gun here, even though nobody ever pulled a gun on me, but it looks good for effect, doesn't it? In fact, oh, this actually happened. I was shot in the face, and I had pink blood because apparently I had just eaten a ton of pinkberry, and it was just coursing through my veins. But yeah, and bang, oh yeah, bang, right in the face. So yeah, that happened. I got, early on in my life when I was in my teens, got accused of something I didn't do, and had to go through the court system, where the cops were like, hey, you know what? Let's just make up a bunch of shit. Let's say that this person not only confessed, but we'll say it's on a day when he was not even around. Because I was actually, boy, I'm getting more and more fucking ugly here. But yeah, let's say that he confessed to the crime, and we have witnesses to that, but it's on a day when he wasn't even in fucking school. And that's how that works. And that was my first experience with people just being full of bullshit and, just how unfair the world was. Because, this was something where, if you've ever been in this situation where you haven't done something, but other people think you have, and not only that, but they're willing to bullshit about it. They're willing to give all sorts of... He's saying saw it, but it looks like he's saying salut. These were not French police officers. Salut. Bon, à tout à l'heure. Yeah. But, that was like a really eye-opening experience young in life about how unfair the world could be and so on and so forth. And so yeah, all of this stuff that we had come to North Carolina with, these dollar bills, that all went out the window because I had to go to court and I had to hire a lawyer and et cetera and so forth. And the lawyer basically said, if you pay because this other dude had messed with some people, and he said if you pay these other people, they're willing to go away. They're willing to go away and not pursue this, if you know what I mean. If you pay these people off, they're going to drop all charges, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and there won't be a problem. So what do you think about that? And of course, not wanting me to go to prison or possibly anything like that. If I wanted, it's one of those things where you want to defend yourself, and you're like, I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I don't have anything to be afraid of. And my parents were like, well, my mom was like, yeah, I think we're gonna just pay them. I think that we're just gonna make this go away because this could go very bad. So that's what happened. And there went all the monies. That went everything because my grandmother had just passed away, and that's where everything went. So yeah, not a very good start. Not a very good start in North Carolina. Not a very good anything going on for me. But you know what is great? What is great is that I got a computer for my, I guess, 16th birthday, something to that effect. And this is how it looked. It was badly drawn. It was a badly drawn computer, and that's why it was so cheap. But yeah, but I got a computer, and that allowed me to get onto the World Wide Web. And I'm going to draw sort of a web here with a little spider, because that's the kind of clever puns you expect from this fucking channel. But yeah, I got on the World Wide Web, and I met lots of people online. And I got to, well, they all look so fucking sad. Everybody I met was sad and was also a mutant with several eyes that they shouldn't have, and yeah, one of them had a pinwheel on top of his head. But yeah, I met all these people online who were like me and enjoyed video games, and I will try to draw Mario here, and it's not coming out very well. But yeah, enjoyed video games, and I actually got into a community called Dragonspires, and I will just draw a dragon here to represent Dragonspires. And yeah, that's Dragonspires right there. I got into a game called Dragonspires and actually got to be on the development team later on because I was apparently good at pixel art. And you wouldn't know it from this fucking video, that's for damn sure. But yeah, pixel art is basically just drawing things with dots. You're not really, drawing something like this. You're just going and zooming in really close and drawing little characters and things. In fact, if you've seen the channel art that I currently have on my channel, I don't know if I'm going to change it at some point when someone sees this in the future, but for right now, it's actually my own pixel art I've done. So I got involved with this game, created some stuff for it, and this was back in the friggin' 90s. Oh my god, the 90s. That was when Friends was still on. In fact, here is Jennifer Aniston from Friends. Remember Jennifer Aniston? Yeah, that's exactly how she looked. But yeah, Jennifer Aniston, Friends, 90s. One of the first online games with graphics, multiplayer online game. Not counting things like Doom and things like that. This was like a multiplayer graphical mud kind of game, and it was actually one of the first of those things, and I was proud to be a part of it. So yeah, I got to be on the computer a lot because once you once you have your friend get you in trouble with the law, you're kind of a little averse to going about and just fucking around in the neighborhood and making friends with people who might screw you over and stab you in the back. So that brought me to where I am today, where I look exactly like this. This is exactly how I look. I have giant warts, and I have this, and I have flies around me, and I have a scar. Ladies dig scars, right? And I spit a lot, and I also, I don't know what else. Maybe I'm a little bit on fire, but it's pink fire. I'm on pink fire. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I got started in games, and that was a really big passion of mine. But, eventually I got into other things too. I got into writing comic books and things like that, and that's a whole other kettle of fish that I won't get into, because boy, howdy, is it difficult getting anybody to fucking work on or look at or publish your comic books. And it just is, I've been trying pretty much a little bit of everything throughout life. I've tried doing the games, and this is not what you think it is. Don't worry about it. It's actually a controller. But yeah, doing games, doing the comics, which I already drew. Why the fuck am I drawing it again? Why am I doing it? I've done voice work for things like anime and things like that, actually professionally. And there's me spitting again. And I did a bit of, I don't know, oh god, I guess you could say it was like acting, but not really. It's more like extra work, but, featured extra or whatever you want to call it, where you get to go on camera and walk in front of the camera and not actually have lines, but you get to be there and you get to look at yourself on TV and go, look at that goon. Oh my goodness. So, not everything has been bad. Things have turned around and I am drawing a circle because I don't know what I'm drawing next. But, it's just been a sort of, I don't know, a journey of sorts. Things start out bad sometimes and you maybe end up doing something you love. You get maybe try a few different things in life until you find what you like. Maybe you find that you are a squid monster with some kind of tentacle legs, and you've got, I don't know, you've got male pattern baldness. But yeah, so things do work out, and I guess that's, a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers have like a message where they're like, hey everybody, it gets better in life. It gets better if you're out there and you're depressed right now. Listen to my words. Listen to what I'm saying. It gets better. Don't do anything rash. Don't hurt yourself. Don't get too depressed. Don't cry. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fucking okay, damn it. You son of a bitch, you're gonna be okay. But that's basically, essentially, my belief as well, is that, it started out bad, bad things happened, and things got better. I found out that I could make games. I found out that I could make comics. I, got all sorts of expression out, artistic expression. And now I do these videos. And here I am doing a video for you now where I am drawing on the computer a draw my life kind of thing. And that's actually not what my computer looks like because I'm on a laptop. But don't you worry about it because not everything has to be perfect in life. So yeah, that's basically my story. I don't know how good this is in terms of quality. Maybe it went on too much. Maybe it was too depressing. Maybe it was too dark. But that's what fucking happened. And that's how it went. So yeah, my name is Tormental. And here's my tea. Yeah, there's my tea with the drips on it. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So yeah, I don't know. If you want to hear anything more about my life, I basically only scratched the surface. And that's because I'm drawing really fucking fast and really badly. And trying to keep up and trying to tell all sorts of stories. But, there's more stuff I could talk about. Maybe if I, I don't know, maybe for another milestone, my monitor is moving for some reason. The whole desk is falling over on me. This is the moment when I get killed. Oh shit. It's when everything collapses on me. Everything I have wrought comes home to roost and kills me. But yeah. So that's everything, and I guess what I was trying to get at is if you want to see more, let me know. If you don't want to see more, let me know. If you think this was too fucking much and it was too boring and too annoying and too dark and depressing, I don't know. That's been my draw my life, and yeah. So do what you love. Draw, write, whatever. Work on games, play games, record yourself, talk to people on the internet. Do whatever makes you happy. It's no big secret. Dark times come and go. Depression comes and goes. Bad things happen. People treat you badly. And then you find, you get rid of those people. You find other people that treat you better. So yeah, I don't know. No overwhelming message here. Just, just do what makes you happy. Like I'm doing now. Talking to you. And without you, it wouldn't be possible. And there's 1,500 of you. 1,500 plus. And that's crazy. I never would have expected that. So yeah. Alright, I'm Tormental, and this has been a Draw My Life, and I will draw one more fly for you, and it is very bad. Okay, goodbye everybody.